you have to believe in you. Gotta believe in you. Believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. And work hard, and God will do the rest. Believe that. Believe I'm destined for greatness. I'm destined for greatness. I don't care what you haters say. Why? Why? Cause I'ma make it anyways. I'm destined for greatness. I'm destined for greatness. So your haters can stay out of my way. Out of my way. Cause I am here to stay. I'm destined for greatness. Maybe y'all keep trying.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man D-CEE. Today is October 16. This is a Friday. A day after my father's birthday. R.I.P. to my father. There's so many things that I know he would be doing if he was alive now. And he lost his life to heart attacks. Heart attacks suck. Diabetes suck. Cancer sucks. It's a part of life we're all gonna go one day. But I felt that he left us too early. He died before he turned 67. And as I told you, my brother did an event, a virtual event for my father, or whatever, which I was not a part of. Surprise, surprise. But not a surprise. That's how they do me, y'all. That's how they do me. That's why I gotta do what I gotta do for myself. Well, I will address him personally on that. But let me get, again, R.I.P. to my father. He's missed every day. They say I look a lot like him. They say I look like him. But I think I look like my mother and my father. Let's get straight to it. Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, Kevin Walker, spoke to Gayle King a couple of days ago on, he speaks on the night that his girlfriend, Breonna Taylor, was killed. And again, the police lie their ass off, and some people believe them. They did not knock at the door and identify who they were. So again, with the boyfriend being a man, wanting to protect his woman and protect himself, when the police did not knock at the door, they had to do what they had to do. But unfortunately, that whole incident threw Breonna Taylor off, where she didn't duck, as he said, and she ended up getting shot in the crossfire from these cops. First of all, they were looking for her ex-boyfriend. So why would they be coming to her house? Then there's this speculation that some people want to add on to it and make up their own story and say that she was a drug dealer too. No, she was an honest working woman. You can't be responsible for somebody else's action. Number one, her ex-boyfriend was already locked up. Number two, why would you be going there looking for him? So it was just Operation Shut Down, or whatever you want to call it, gone bad. But the only person that's really suffering in this is Breonna Taylor's family. Mother, definitely. The boyfriend, definitely. And the rest of the family, definitely. So I did not see the interview. but I know how Gail King could be. So hopefully she asked the right appropriate questions about the incident. There was birthdays, actually, besides my father's birthday, that I like to talk about. But first, let's start off with Ashanti. Beautiful Ashanti. She's looking so good. 40 years old and still looking beautiful. Even a lot beautiful, better than what she looked when she was in her 20s. So some people get better with time. She was already beautiful then, but now it's like, ooh, she's thick. Okay, shout out to Ashanti. Happy her 40th birthday. 40 years old. And yes, also, I'll start with Karen White. Speaking of beautiful, did age like a fine wine, and she still looks like the Karen White that we remember, just a little older, just a little wiser, just a little sexier. She turned 55 yesterday. Here we got my girl, Keisha Cole, that just turned 39 yesterday. And the singer, Genuine, the homie Genuine, same OG, turned 50. Whoa, turned 50 yesterday. Also, in news, Stevie Wonder, after I don't know how many years, before I was even a thought, work with Motown, been on the label. He's probably been one of the longest persons to be on the label since the changes and everything else, since Barry Gordon, all the way down to whoever. But he decided to leave the label, launch his own new label. He has not released music in 15 years. So he puts out two singles. One of the singles is called Can't Put It in the Hands of Faith, which features Busta Rhymes, which features Rhapsody, and a list of some other artists. Then he puts out a song called Where Is Our Love Song featuring Gary Clark Jr. So, shout out to Stevie Wonder, legendary Stevie Wonder. We still got some legends out there. We got Smokey Robinson, we got Diana Ross, we got Patti LaBelle, we got Gladys Knight, we still have legends out there that's still alive and kicking. Stevie Wonder is one of them. And on top of that, he's worked with Busta Rhymes before. He's worked with Snoop before. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you call a true artist. He doesn't knock the other genre of music. He's from the old school, but he appreciates real music. So shout out to Stevie Wonder. Speaking of a legend, let me get into a lot of you know Eddie Van Halen, right? Eddie Van Halen from the group Van Halen that had a song called Jump and all those other great hits, California Girls and all that. Was it California Girls, or that's when that other singer went solo? But anyways, he did a song with the late great Michael Jackson. What is that song called? Beat It, where he played the guitar on there, and he wasn't sure if Michael Jackson would actually love his guitar solo, which Michael Jackson did, and it turned out to be a classic video, classic song that stayed on the Billboard charts. And I think he had some form of cancer. Cancer sucks, as we said. So R.I.P. to the legendary rock guitarist and then some, Eddie Van Halen. Salute. R.I.P. And a lot of people doing a lot of partying. Chris Brown partied all night long a couple of, I don't know, last weekend, or sometime this last week or this week at Adele's home in London, I believe. Or was it more than that? That's a very odd couple, but this is Hollywood. Everybody meets up, everybody mingles, everybody socialize, connect, network. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But there's some people that haven't done no networking, and in fact is still pissed off. There was a interview that was years ago when this legendary singer at the time went bankrupt, which a lot of artists do. Toni Braxton went bankrupt, and she came on Oprah Winfrey's show. She said Oprah Winfrey was so freaking mean to her, trying to make her feel small. And I remember that. I remember that interview. She was wrong. But then again, this is Oprah Winfrey. She makes certain people feel that way, particular black people. Amy Weinstein and whatever his name is. See how they was kissing him? Gayle King and them, they was kissing up to him, but ready to attack us. So Toni Braxton talk about that. Also in Toni Braxton news, she took a shot at her sister's ex-boyfriend, Tamar Braxton's ex-boyfriend or whatever, recently for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. But it is what it is. Also in the news, I think Chadwick's Boseman wife went to has a case of the probate where she was trying to settle, I guess, some things. It appears that Chadwick Boseman did not have a will. This is something we all talk about. We don't want to talk about this stuff. We don't, because it's kind of scary and it's kind of frustrating. But we kind of got to talk about it, like writing up a will and who gets what when the person passes. Some people really don't like to talk about it, but my mother and my brother and we discuss these things on that. Who's going to have what and who's going to have, I mean, it's just a part of life. It's a part of life, whether we really want to talk about it like that, but it is a part of life. So, at some point we got to have that discussion, because when somebody passes, you don't really know what to do with those, with the person's possessions, or what to do with their money if they leave behind a lot of money. So it's very important that people write a will. Also, before I get off of here, this is my concern. What is Joe Biden's agenda for the black people and for America, period, not just for black people, if he wins this election? Because he talks a great deal of game. Like, he says a lot of things that a lot of us can relate to as minorities, just as people, if we really follow it. We know what Donald Trump and Michael Pence is about. We know what that party's about. Although I go back and forth in my job with people on Democrats and Republicans, and, you know, some people how they don't want to vote at all because they don't like either one of the candidates. So it's going to be very interesting. And with the mail-in situation and all that going on, it's going to be very interesting. Early voting, which I tried to do today, I didn't do yet. And also, what is the agenda for? Because she's also a part of Joe Biden's administration. Vice President Harris, what is her agenda? We've heard what she had to say. So we got to hold whoever's in that White House accountable. Doesn't matter who it is. Don't matter how much we like them. We can't get so blindsided that we don't see that they got a job to do. And somehow, some people think that we just let Obama just get away with doing whatever and we didn't hold him accountable to stuff. I know that I did. I don't care if you black. I don't care purple, whatever color you are. If I vote for you, I'm expecting you to do the job and be an equal person. Don't just cater to one group of people. Because America is diverse. America is all nationalities, all ethnic backgrounds, all everything, all white walks of life. So you got to look out for the entire American people. You just can't look out for one group of people, because already when you do that divide and conquer shit, it never goes well. You see what's going on right now with Trump being in the White House, how he's dividing different classes of people. The reason why I say different class of people versus different colors, because there's some people that are black that actually voted for Trump. There's people that are black that actually want to vote for Trump, that haven't before but want to now, because they've been brainwashed. So it's something for us to think about. There's in different classes, poor, rich. That's what I mean by different classes. You could be on this side and that side and be white or black. You could be on this side and be white or black. Different classes. Rich, poor, whatever. All I know is that us as American citizens, let me get a little closer to the screen, need to get our ass out there and vote like our life depended on it. And I heard some of Ice Cube's message. I hear you, brother. I stand for what you stand for. But we need to make them be accountable, whether we trust any one of them, because they're all going to say what sounds good, right? At the end of the day, they don't, politicians lie all the time, right? That's how we look at it. None of them are really for the black people. None of them are really for the minorities. That's how we look at it, because that's how it's been. We have suffered through this. You know what I mean? We have suffered. We have been the ones that suffered the most, although other minority groups have suffered. But it's time for us to take a stand. As simple as that. We cannot just give up because we feel that our vote is not going to make a difference. We can't do that. We can't afford to do that. You see what I'm saying? So that is all for today. I don't really got too much to say. I'll talk more about my music when I get back in the studio. But right now, I've just been chilling, trying to get everything together, and all that. Like I said, just been kind of doing my thing lately. But oh yeah, the music is still coming. Best believe. I just need to get there. I need to get my mind right. I need to get my money right. And definitely the Underdog 2 is coming. Definitely True Essence of Me Part 3, the final chapter is coming at some point. I don't know when. I ain't gonna give no dates. Definitely the Soul of Me Part 2 is coming. Whichever one comes first, depending how I'm feeling and depending when I have time to go to the studio, when I have time to rehearse my music. But out right now is, like I said, right now, So and Me is out right now on all digital platforms. If you want to hear it, trying to work on putting some music out too. Music videos out is what I mean. So hopefully that'll be happening. Got to give you some type of visual. Like I told y'all before, visuals are very important to me. So that's it. Yeah, everybody take care. Enjoy yourself. Have a blessed day. Enjoy your weekend. That's out. That's out. I'm out. That's out. I'm out until next time. I don't know if I'm going to do a video tomorrow or Sunday or Monday, but you rest assured I will be back. So, like I said, take care of each other. Stay blessed. Stay positive. As always, it's your man D-CEE, and this is the Hot Spot with D-CEE, the musical artist. I'm out. One. Peace.